I once knew a spy. She was brilliant, erratic, cursed, an anti-personal mine in human form. Her friends called her Herschel, but to her controllers, she was Cascade. Portofino 91, the whole sick crew. A disaster untold, a black page in the official records. Reports of how it went down remain contested, inconclusive. All that's certain, it began with a phone call and ended with 6 spies lost. Some say she blew the network herself. Others blame structural factors or transnational capital. The rest just shake their heads as they look down on the smashed and leaking world. Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably. She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever. Most thought. Even in those dark days, there were whispers among the lower sublevels, where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out. 5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino. Because I asked them to. There is a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief. Right here, in an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino. No one special, just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm, a special move unique to single-cell organisms. But before that, I was like you, a spy for the People's Republics, one of the varieties of mankind. This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come. You'll have to take them on yourself. Independent thought and movement are a bit beyond me in my current state.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his sea.
Don't blame yourself, Operant. Whatever happens has already happened.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking. His eyes are fixed glassily on the ceiling. Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it. He's been like this since you walked in. Anything to the contrary should be marked down as a grip on reality type problem. No response, no jolt, no tremor. The film is monochrome and silent, The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool. Stiff-collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs. As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it. The green of long corroded copper. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown. There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers, no drug paraphernalia either, just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system. It reminds you of a cosmonaut's safety tether. Your fingers detect a faint, steady pulse within the base of his wrist. Elevated, but not critical. No vomit, no discoloration on the skin, no bruising or signs of struggle. And if it's poison, it's a bizarre strain. None of which precludes professional assassination. The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges. If so, you've walked right into it. These forces are in terrible motion, gliding like spirits across your plane of understanding. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant lost. You wonder briefly how much or how little you owe him. Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila. The name reads, Esteman T. Below that, a title, IMX Lead Hosiery. Sock merchant for the IMX Bureau, one of the Operant Bureau's most battle-tested covers. Wearing the wares for ease of display, an operant committed to his role. 3 other things of note: a slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy. It's a purchase order for 10 socks, made out to Carmuna Pessoa, Fashions and Garments Bootleg Bazaar. Bootleg Bazaar. No coordinates found. Some kind of marketplace, and not one you've ever been to. It's a lead in any case. You just need a local to direct you. The slip of paper grows heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton. Pseudopod's obligations are now yours. You owe this woman 5 pairs of socks. The card is cheap and scuffed. It reads, all you need is miracle, above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver. Notably absent is an actual phone number. There's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with a D. Into your pocket it goes. A wrapped-up rectangle of compressed sugar. It's so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression, no matter how much you strain. The discolored wrapper depicts a red-cheeked child with a charming sledge. You haven't seen this brand in years. The candy slips back into the pocket's depth. You retract your hand from the man's pockets. A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin. Your double didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't know. The small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. The startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter. The small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate. Your hand hesitates. The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name Will Kershaw, cryptonym Cascade. Born Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents none. Pay class D2. Years of service 14. All true. None of it useful just now. Childhood, bourgeois, typical. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. Fled to People's Republic of Kohila. Embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist. Medical record. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. Gunshot, chest. Retained bullet. 10mm. Pre-service. Sexuality. Homosexual tendencies. Unconfirmed. Suicide risk minimal. Ideation only. End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you. There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site. Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an opened pack of cigarettes. Suprema mark. Suprema 100s. Cheap superblock export. There are a few mangled filters in the ashtray. There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics. You leave the cigarettes where you found them. As you turn away, a phone begins to ring. You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm. A peculiar species of static washes over your ear. The exquisite work of the Magic Box, one of the proudest achievements of the Opera's Technical Services Office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into 256,000 encrypted fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
5 years, 3 months, 10 days. That's how long it's been since her voice was in your ear.
Operant Cascade, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed. We'll get to your problem in a moment. Put Pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man in the chair. You feel the receiver slipping from your sweaty palm. For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long-distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant. Heavy words. Words that set machinery in motion.
I'll ask one more time. Is your double zeroed out?
You must speak the word. She cannot make the 5,000 kilometers away. In a small office deep underground. A mid-level controller of the Operant Bureau leans forward and cups a hand over her earpiece.
Cascade, is your double zeroed out or not? Yes, you do. Is he zeroed out, Operant? Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell. The Opera's going to hang me by the toes. For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
aka the Freezer, the opera's labyrinthine archival complex, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed or die of despair.
That's exactly the problem. You haven't got pseudopod and you haven't got the assignment either. Listen to me. This assignment is over, effective immediately. The woman in the photo shop downstairs, Constance, she's one of ours. Let her deal with pseudopod. As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Even as your controller is speaking, your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. The old mechanisms slide and click into position. That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well. You've been on filing duty for 5 years, out of action. The opera wouldn't rush you back in theatre, unless... A half moment's hesitation.
Where'd you get that idea?
Not a denial. Proceed.
There should still be flights departing for Superblock territory tonight. Make sure you're on one of them. It was no one, a ghost in the wire. The assignment's over. Get on the next tram. If what you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
A click, and the line goes dead. A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far. Brown, shapeless, utterly unremarkable. The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of lint. One of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam. As you turn away, a stray thought passes. They may never be worn again. The bed looks serviceable. Deformed pillows and a depression in the mattress show it has been used. Room for two. You were supposed to lie here alongside your double. Seems it is all yours then, should you ever want to lay in it. You turn away. Daylight spills in from the window. Following the cord from a Protypo 909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model, designed for affordability at the expense of power and clarity. Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, Ultravioletta, Hubert from a Dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape. You don't recognize the artist. The disc is loaded, ready to tell you. A brief internal hum, then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket. You step away from the equipment. You return to the desk. The red folder is still sitting on its surface. In just a few words, the worst failure of your life is reduced to bureaucratic shorthand. Previous assignment, Portofino 88 to 91, Network Holsick Crew, Operants Cascade. Assets. A secret the Opera has elected to keep from itself. The redactions are too heavy. The names beneath them are silent, for now. Obvious, the Opera wanted him to know what sort of spy he'd be working with. Most recent assignment, Novessa, 91 to present, Satellite Facility B, status inactive. The folder shuts itself with a tiny sigh. There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of... You leave the cigarettes where you turn away from...
Enough! You're blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
That's an interesting camera he's carrying. Professional class. No consumer model.
Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction.
Whoa, whoa. Caught in a pincer by the art police. Not a good day for pursuing my interests.
A crackle of recognition behind his eyes as they meet yours. Nowhere. You've never seen this man before in your life.
What?
She's probably another victim of your so-called street art.
What a full spectrum question. Perhaps you've been huffing photochemicals with this confused woman. Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
He gives you one more glance as he leaves. Garish coat flapping behind.
You get all walks in here. That was good of you to step in. Nobody. A seedy little oddity who likes making fantastical threats. Oh yes, keen photographer, limited in subject. Lucky for you to only catch him on the day of his banishment.
You've not seen the last of him. The two of you are bound by a hideous orange thread.
Ah, while I have it here, this is the screwdriver Pseudopod requested. For the fax machine.
His toolkit looks so empty. Barely usable in its current state. Fortunately, it appears highly expandable. She gestures towards the monstrous off-white plastic machine behind you.
Speaking of, where is your double?
This woman could be a valuable source of information if you can prise it from her. She's just the housekeeper. Who cares? A few threats and she'll tip right over.
Firing squads? What is this?
An informal people's tribunal. Maybe another push? She seemed like she was about to crack there.
This is madness, Operant. Pseudopod cleared me himself. Bring him down here. He'll clear this up straight away.
She believes a spy errant is about to burst down those stairs and save her from you, the Mad Witch.
Where is Pseudopod, actually?
It's possible this photo lady's made of sterner stuff than you realised. Probably best to play it straight now.
Yes. What is it? My God. You're saying he's... Oh. Oh, God. What do we do, Oprint? It was yesterday, when he returned for the evening. He looked stressed, like he was shouldering a great burden. It must have been the assignment, I'm sure. Nothing. Only the bare rudiments. I thought it was supposed to be that way. Pseudopod was a very good teacher. He said it would fall on me to see after any operants who are incapacitated in theatre. I wonder, did he ever suspect he was talking about himself? Absolutely not. Nobody's been upstairs except yourself and Pseudopod. I can assure you, Operant. Oh dear, I could use a rag. I've never seen this before. What's on it?
Meaning Pseudopod must have brought it here.
No, I don't pay attention to all that. Music is very overrated in my opinion. I see. Maybe that's a good place to start. I must say, it doesn't look like a regular disc like you buy at the shops. This looks more like a bootleg. I haven't the faintest idea. I'm adrift. Pseudopod struck me as an absolute professional and very cautious. I suppose I could move him to the spare room down here. That way I can keep an eye on him. A doctor. Right. Good thinking. Dr. Hugo would help. He runs a houseboat clinic in the back ways to the west of the old docks, past the waterlock.
She doesn't respond, but looks down as her cheeks flush deep crimson.
I can't really say for certain. He kept things very close, as he was supposed to. Have you tried the Bootleg Bazaar? He was down there yesterday.
The Bootleg Bazaar. That matches the purchase order you found on his body.
It's where all the knockoffs and illegal imports come make their way into the city. It's only sprung up in the last few years. Part of the whole mania of all things Lusian. It may well have. I'm sure there's a disc vendor down there. It can't hurt to ask, can it?
On the contrary, asking the wrong question can hurt quite a lot. Still, a lead is better than no lead.
You said he intended to interview some of the vendors. I can't tell you what he was after, precisely. You can practically see it from the front door, due south, in the ruins of the old Essilk factory. Head west from the roundabout. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way. Anything for the assignment. Was there anything else? Very well. Forgive me, is this some kind of test? Shouldn't you be the one advancing thesis and so forth? Granted, this is only my debut, but it seems to me that something's very amiss. No matter what we do, nothing appears to go according to plan. Pseudopod assured me it's all part of the work, but it gives me a rather unsettled feeling. And now, well... Yes, that much is clear.
She gives you a nod.
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order. Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone. You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
A dread beast humming with dormant power. A handless scribe. It just needs to be soothed.
I certainly don't. It looks flirtatious. Seedy business attracts itself. Try the Fogged Mirror. It's a bar just to the west, along Party Alley.
Your old haunt, where you met with your former assets once upon an assignment. She gives you a brief nod.
Before you do, I understand this is your first time back in theatre for some time. Nothing. Please don't forget about the fax machine. I'll be here if you require anything.
A humongous white block of office technology sits in front of you. It looks like a sacrificial altar made of plastic. Inside, mechanical parts are assembled in such a way that it can scream analog messages across huge distances. Your screwdriver makes short work of the starhead screws holding the side panel in place. You set them aside one by one and gently remove the plastic panel. The holy innards of the facsimile machine reveal themselves to you like a sacrificial animal waiting to be interpreted. You're looking at a Sugar Hill Executive Series 2, a cursed model, plagued by numerous debilities, most commonly a chronically misaligned paper tray. From the machine bowels comes a pleasing chunk as the plastic tray slots back into its receiver. The paper belt purrs as life is restored.
Much better, thank you.
The small green light marks its status as ready. You turn away from the fax machine. The screen flickers, static turns to black. A booming voice emerges.
Did you know water covers approximately 63% of the world, but the sky covers 100%?
Wrong. The sky is only 98% sky. The other 2% is used to cover up the fact that they replaced the moon 4 times.
On screen, there appears a man with a paper bag over his head. He gesticulates wildly.
But they don't want you to know that. That's why they're coming for me. But not before I tell you the truth.
The screen warps and color shifts. Between clips of the bagman talking, a phone number flashes urgently. You jot down the digits as Bagman watches on.
I am Subcommandante Bagman, and this is the reality situation. No brakes, no filters, no cowards. This is a war, and I don't take orders from anyone, especially not reality. The moon is a projection beamed from the seafloor by machines so advanced they look like rocks. I know all about the Boers, the techno-fascist imprints who secretly rule La Luz, weaponized nostalgia, microbial microphones, lunar obfuscation programs.
For 300 years, the Lusian elite have been producing psychic copies of themselves, all to preserve the consciousness of one man, the original techno-fascist.
Now ask yourself, why is the man with the bag on his head the only one saying these things? The reality situation, airing until they shut us down.
The sounds from the commercial fade.
operant? Nothing, I'm afraid. That's understandable. It's been a while since you were last in Portofino, hasn't it? Head south, and you're guaranteed to find it. It's just east of the roundabout and west of the backways. Leave the bootleg bazaar from the west entrance, then just keep going. Eventually you'll hit water. You'll want to stop then. Hardly. It's just around the corner. Walk west a ways, and you'll find yourself right in the plaza. Of course, operant. I'll be here if you require it.
Wild boar piglets snuffle through the city's trash, still wearing the stripes of babyhood like halitosis humbugs. Behold, the cloven-hoofed effect of urban administrative collapse. You didn't bring any pamphlets or manifestos. But where there are bullets, there are boars. An adult can be up to 500 pounds of bristled, pitiless hog. With tusks. Yes. You scan from left to right, checking the alley's tangled contours for a hint of hairy maternal rage. There is none. No interest from the hogolescents. You leave the boars to their devices.
Off-brand driver, cheap plastic housing.
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs, eyes narrowed, lips drawn. Veins rise like old roots beneath his thin skin.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it. That's right. We are quite awake. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene.
No one will ever get it the way he does.
I'm talking about cultural ephemera. Speciality. But, as you can see, I spend my days backed into a corner, hopelessly outnumbered by the dead-eyed horde, dreaming of format-assisted auto-annihilation.
Elitists like this come in two varieties. Audiophile or cultural nostalgic. This man is definitely the latter.
That's right. Most people can't tell the difference between a base pleasure and a higher one. Imaginative faculties dulled by senseless repetition. Forgive me, friend. I'd mistaken you for a common replayer.
This is the highest compliment he's paid to anyone in months, maybe years.
Too much to ask, I expect, that you're a fellow Einzeltone aficionado.
Einzeltone. No entries found, and no point trying to pretend.
One of a fast-fading. Go ahead, browse away.
The vendor's eyes.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. Also one of the GM's with questions.
The Guardia Municipal. Street cops.
I try. So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable morass of banality. This colleague, what does it look like? The soul. Dialectical-looking glasses. Air of advanced virginity. I said nothing about conscious. I encounter 2, maybe 3 sentient beings per day. But yes. Yes, he came by here. Little Comin is lost. Adrift among the many wonders of the free market.
You see him now, eyes wide, reward circuit shorted out by the cut and thrust of commerce.
My feeling might be a stretch. Let's just say the man was definitely mobile. Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of big money businessman. He wanted the bazaar to import superblock hosiery. Socks to start with, but there was talk of cotton ties, even stockings if the venture took off.
Making inroads with his persona, competent in theatre, at least for this period of play.
No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed immune to music. You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a velodisc was, let alone an Einzeltone. At a certain point, I'm just debasing myself.
Velodisc, a modern laser hybrid format, played using a heated stylus unit, astounding sonic fidelity, cause of thousands of home fires.
Of course not. I don't sell socks. So is he all right, your man? Or what? Yes, yes. We are all so well intended.
The vendor gauges you behind his colored lenses, tongue skimming teeth. All across the city of Petra, there is silence. People peer out fearfully from the slivers between curtains.
I'll be blunt. Are you with a weeping eye?
The techno-fascist secret police of Leloons, dark subconscious of the state, specializing in old school, ugly method. Such insult. The depressed reactionary has mistaken you for your direct opposite. Your sworn enemy.
Not immediately. Could be a cheap knockoff, though. The weeping eye sheds many tears, as they say. Keep them. If things get too hot, I can always slit my wrists with a shard of Velodis before they take me down. My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Given the current climate, no one wants to answer these questions, least of all, me. I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the Vest docks. He's the one who knows the underground goings-on around here. We're just the vendors. The cool one.
In his baroque hierarchy of shame, being cool falls just under being a replayer, whatever that is.
Excessive sunglasses. Relaxed aura, likely on a boat. No way of confusing him. Wonderful. Now for all our sakes, please say no more. If you want to talk media formats, I'm your man. This other stuff. Only doctor I know is Hugo. Has a houseboat not far from here. Strange how? Format or content?
He takes the disc warily.
An Einzelton XR. Where did you get this? Einzelton hasn't been available to consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sol to people who appreciate its wonders. The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity and dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play.
Reproduction and erasure just millimeters away in space, milliseconds in time. Precision humans can only dream of.
You played it. Filthy animals. Those. Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this. To save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
The vendor deflates before you.
I'm sorry.
Talking to the Einzeltone, not you.
Ultraviolet is a pop singer. Degenerate, Lucian Electro-Dross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems, but she's the top of today's pile. As for the title, probably the works of a brain-dead marketing committee. Some kind of promo copy, I would assume. Maybe an advanced single of some kind? Of course it's real. You can't bootleg an Einzelton. Another of its enduring qualities. This Ultraviolet has gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
Could be the work of the militia Ruben Rouge, extreme communist fringe group. They've ransomed public figures before.
Don't try to brighten my day. Optimism is slow-acting poison.
The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them. You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No mass. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
Your mind blanks at the glare.
Yes. Yes. Very great. Culture. Portopheron. Scrapped. This new Lucian mania is all-consuming. Nobody wants anything that isn't techno-fascist trash, including, apparently, their own soul.
The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state. The rising military and cultural power of the day.
Provincial, but honest. Silk, sad national poetry. Music, the same kinds they play in the so-called developed world, except a couple decades late and desperately effortful.
Incapable of competing with Lusian media on the most basic neurological level.
Yes, exactly. Nice. That's why I'll be here, enjoying the front row seat to the downfall of culture. That is my punishment. Taste. Yes. It's not like talking about it will make any difference.
Nothing is ever truly gone. Everything...
I'm afraid not. The format is near obsolete. Einzeltone.
The vendor recoils, as if you just spat at his...
So, your question is, Petre, how do I reanimate a corpse? You should speak plain. I'll be honest. The thought is so disturbing to me that I've never entertained it before. But theoretically...
Breach warning. You are now hacking the firewall of techno-philosophy.
You would have to repolarize, re-remnants processing, probably a concentrated magnetic flip, neodymium grader. It would involve some custom gear, no doubt, but my answer to your distressing question is yes. I think you could. Why don't you film it and make a snuff disc out of it? One for the techno-voyeurs. Don't ask me about this again. I feel unclean. Sure.
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Various sections are separated by narrow plastic dividers. The shelf stands, meticulously organized, a monument to lonely elitism. You turn your attention away.
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
The young woman turns from a stored party. Her hood a burrow, she the mouse within. The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable save his eyes, which are magnified to...
Have you seen him before? You're sure? Thanks for taking a look. Wanna buy some costume accessories? Mi viejo, my dad. He's been missing a few days. He probably just started walking and got lost. Old people do that kind of thing. I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV...
Television doesn't destroy minds, you fool. It molds them.
No, I mean, that's the most likely. My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar. Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets your attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Emter was behind it all.
Emter, aka L'Empire Sans Territoire, aka the Bank. Equal parts Global Development Fund and spy service.
Dad and his friend Gilmar were big into conspiracies. They were obsessed with the reality situation. They really bought all that stuff. Bagman did an episode on them, and so Gilmar started following random people, thinking they were from the bank. Not like guys in expensive business suits, usually. Foreign accents, verbally abusive, and tight with their money. Normal, rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into penthouses where they couldn't be followed. Miguel did, but Gilmar stayed out. And then he'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but... yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks.
Why would Emter care about a couple of impressionable old men?
They seem pretty random. The cousins, Moon, reunion. On their own, sure. Together? Gibberish. I guess. When he tried to tell me, I wasn't really paying attention to him. He had those written down on a pad in his bedroom. Anyway, you want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties. Oh, yeah, he came by. Nice man. He was, normal. Pretty forgettable if I... Not really. What do you mean, something's happened? Oh, at least you have that. Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed up. Thanks for stopping by.